Hey guys, Mike here. Let's see, it's Wednesday night, well, Thursday morning. Um, like I said in my last uh, blog update, that I was going to be getting into, my childhood and some of the issues there. I had a pretty good childhood, and like I said, my earliest recollection or memory I have um, was when I was 6. Like I told you, I didn't grow up without a father. Big issue because you can't really miss someone that wasn't there to begin with. So, and plus I had good male figures in my life, including my grandfather, one of them. Um, but a big issue that I've had growing up as a teenager was my mother. I don't remember a whole lot of, of when she took care of me and my sister when we were younger. Um, I guess my earliest memory was whenever I was 6. I think is how old I was. Um, and I was in the back seat of her friend's car, and I had a shoestring, and I had it around my neck, and I was rubbing it back and forth, and I back of my neck, and that's my earliest memory. I hear stuff when we used to live in Tecumseh. We had our own place, me and my mom and my sister, but I don't remember any of that. Um, I guess I suppressed all that. But the big issue I had with my mom was at that age of 6. The reason why I was in the backseat of that car with her friend was because we were, I guess, on the run from my grandparents because they were trying to get me and my sister and get custody of us because I guess my mother wasn't taking good care of us like she was supposed to or something. I don't know. But so the stories I hear, I slept in my clothes and shoes. That way, if they found where we were at, we could run. Um, but they finally got us, found us, and we went home with them. And my mom eventually came and stayed with us for a little bit at my grandparents' house. And I think I was about 7, 6 or 7, and maybe 8. I don't know. I don't remember the exact age. My memories are real foggy in that time. Um, of sitting on my front porch in the house I grew up in with my grandparents, and begging my mom not to leave. Uh, she was leaving with a guy, and I was begging her not to leave. I was crying, and hugging her, and not wanting her to leave. And the guy pulled up, didn't even pull in the driveway, he just pulled out in the road, and she gave me a kiss and said goodbye and left. Um, so that was a big issue I had. She was gone for a long time. I wouldn't see her for months, years at a time. Um, she finally came back into my life whenever I was about 13, 12 or 13. So that's anywhere from 4 to 6 years. She was gone. I can't remember the exact amount of time, but so I think that's where some of my trust issues with female relationships that I sabotage, especially when I drink. I guess I have an issue with that, and when I was thinking about what I was going to say and how I was going to explain everything, that hit me right there. That's why I sabotage some of the relationships that I have because the people that I love usually leave, and it stems back to my mom. Uh, but back to the issue at hand. That was when she came back. I had a real big issue with her trying to tell me what to do. Because I had so much, I guess, hatred in my heart for her for what she had done. Even though I loved her because she was my mom, but it was a lot of hatred that I had towards her for leaving me and my sister. But my grandparents did the best they could with us, and they did a damn good job raising us. But that was one of the big issues I had and seated and bottled up deep down and suppressed. My childhood memories, I really don't have vivid ones until I was probably about 11. That's when I can start really remembering everything that happened, what I'd done in my sports, and school and stuff like that. Um, but as I got older, and about 15, 16, 17 years old, I started rebelling really bad. Um, Started hanging out with people I shouldn't have been hanging out with. I had a great group of friends, but they they really didn't keep me from doing the things that I shouldn't have been doing. They tried, but I did them anyway. Um, and that's where I started kind of veering off onto the wrong path. Um, Drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, and bad things, doing bad things, hanging with the wrong crowd, um, making the wrong choices, and so as I was dealing with my mom stuff and rebelling, my sports career that I had hoped that I would have had, and wanted to go pro in baseball because I was really good, and I loved that sport. It went away because I threw my arm out. I mean, everything that I was trying to hold on to and build and be successful in just started falling apart, and I didn't know what to do. So started making the bad choices. Made the wrong decision and went to the wrong path, and all that affects. It starts there with that, what people could call a bad seed with my mom and everything like that, kind of grew and festered and turned into making the wrong choices, because I was being irrational, wasn't being a rational thinking person, and doing what I needed to do, and turning that negative into a positive, like I'm trying to do now, and what I've been trying to do since ever since I became a dad. Um, but so that's the story of my mom. Uh, it's just a quick breakdown. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time. So I just kind of do a quick overview, but I'll keep touching in with it as I keep blogging and keep telling my story. It'll keep coming back to certain things with my mom and and everything like that as my life progresses from a teenager to a young man, and then to the man I am now. But the relationship between my mom now is good. I've forgiven, and I haven't forgotten it, but I don't let it bother me now. And it's taken, I don't know what, I'm 33, so 24 years to now, so 24, 25 years to move past it and not let it get to me like it should. We have a good relationship now. She's around all the time. So, I mean, she's made up for the mistakes that she made. She's a person too. She's going to make mistakes, just like I did. But that's the story, a quick story about my mom and what had happened with that. And it's one of the things that I bottled up, one of the issues that I bottled up that causes me to explode. And it's one of the triggers. So it's one of the things I have to get off my chest. And this is the reason why I'm doing it, because I don't want to go back to drinking. So everything I bottled up, I'm letting out in a public forum, to be encouragement to other people, to be a helping hand where it's needed. What I'm gonna start doing on my next blog is I'm gonna start ending my blogs with some kind of quote, an inspirational kind of quote that I come across during the day, and I find it, it helped me if it's a quote that helped me for that day. I'm gonna end my blogs on that quote. I'm not today because I didn't look for one today, but like I said, anybody that's going through any kind of addiction, you can turn your life around. It's never too late. It is never too late. Don't think you can't do it, because you can do it. I'm living proof, and there's thousands of people out there that's living proof. I know a few people that's been addicted to meth, coke, alcohol, pills, that has turned their life around. And if they can do it, and if I can do it, I know you guys can too. So I guess that's all I have to say for tonight. I'll upload another video tomorrow. I'm going to go on further into my 17, 18 years old, and the choices I started making then, and it's going to continue from there. So I mean, it's going to get personal. It's going to get dark. Some people might not like hearing what I have to say, but it's the truth. I gotta get it out there. I gotta get it off my chest. This is helping me find myself, and it's helping me stay focused on my recovery and my being sober and my sobriety. So, everybody have a good night, and remember, you can do it as long as you put your mind to it, focus, push forward. You can do anything.